Hi, I'm Rachel and welcome back to my channel, Bales 1986SW. Today is Thursday, so that means it is a weigh-in update. I'm going to get straight into my results because I need to talk about those results and talk about how I'm going to change it and what I'm going to do for the week ahead. So I stepped on the scales, as we say, and I gained 1.5 pounds. So I've got a current loss of 4 stone and 12.5 pounds. I'm currently dead on at 12 stone, and this week I gained 1.5 pounds. So how do I feel about that? I'm okay. I went out at the weekend to my parents' house. I made the best choices possible on those choices. And on Saturday I went to Pizza Hut. I chose one of the under 600 calorie meals, thoroughly enjoyed it, had a Coke Zero. And then what I would normally do was make the next meal 100% on plan. However, I didn't. And I went, well, I've tried my best, one meal won't hurt. And I had something naughty on Saturday night, and then Sunday I had a full English breakfast, which was naughty because it was fried in oil and it was just a naughty fry up. I don't want to really confess because it's not fair confessing all the food I've eaten, but just know I had a lot of naughty food at the weekend. And then what's happened is I've lost the momentum, and I wouldn't say self-sabotaged myself, but I was like, I got a bit complacent. I was like, well, I'm Target, I've had a good weekend, and I just really wasn't bothered this week. I was like, oh, I've had an unplanned breakfast, and I was like, oh, yeah, I'll have that sweet, yeah, I'll have that, and I wasn't even thinking of the sins. It's not even registered to me. I wasn't thinking of, I need to plate my food up with speed. I just didn't care this week, and I was ready on Wednesday night to step on those scales. I had a midweek takeaway, which I never ever do, like never ever have a midweek takeaway, and there was no apparent reason why I had that takeaway. It wasn't like we had a late appointment or I was at home at 4 o'clock. I could have physically cooked a meal, but I couldn't be bothered. And even when I can't be bothered to cook, I always have something in place for me to cook. And I wouldn't say scared me, but I've acknowledged it. And this week I sat into group, and it's the first week on my Target maintenance journey that I have set a physical target this week. I want to lose 4 pounds this week. And I know that's a big weight loss, but I want to see a big loss on the scales this week. I need to go back to basics because little bad habits are creeping in, and as much as I'm all right with the £0.5 pound on and £0.5 pound off and maintaining that, I'm cool with. But me being brutally honest, there's a lot of things which have crept in into my lifestyle, and it is making me go back. I know it'll spiral. I just know myself how I feel that it will spiral. I've started being a volunteer now, and there's a packet of sweets, and I've had a few, and then they're like, oh, you want another one? I'm like, yeah, and I'm having another one, and then it's a coffee, a cappuccino, we'll have a cappuccino, and I'm like, yeah, okay, have a cappuccino, and there's little things that are creeping in, and I need to really curb it. And I don't feel like, there's no difference in my size or anything like that, but I just feel sluggish and I don't feel the best version of myself. So we are cracking the whip, as I would say. So for the first time, at any time throughout my weight loss journey, I've asked for one of these, and my consultant was like, what? What, Rachel? You never asked for one of these. I cannot physically write a food diary. This is not for me to write my speed or anything like that. This is for me to document my sins. And why I've asked for a food diary is because I want to know my sins and also my A and B choices. Because this week I've not measured, and I've not measured my A's or my B's. I've not even thought about them, to be quite honest. So this is to keep me on track with the two things which you really need to weigh and measure and and to calculate. And for me, that is my healthy B, healthy A, and my sins. So this is for me to hand back in on Thursday and know that I've 100% measured all my extras and also my sins, and made sure that I have calculated them correctly, and not gone, that'll be how many sins. I've not just randomised. I've used the tools Slimming World have, so like your app, etc, etc, so I know that I'm going to be. So this week I'm really wanting £4 off. I am going back to basics, and I think then once I've had a really good week on plan, I'll feel all jubilated, I think that's a word, all happy, and I'll feel a lot better within myself. And yeah, so that's been my week. That's what I'm going to go for the week ahead. I've got some snacks and things which are low in sins. I've got some really good snacks in. You'll see that on Friday Finds if you're interested. So I'm all prepared. Fruit, like my strawberries, are like £1 a punnet where I am now, so there's no reason for me not to eat fresh fruit and vegetables now. I do prefer frozen veg, but for fruit, it's readily available, it's readily affordable now, and I'm going to get on. So I'm going to start eating a lot more fruit and vegetables, start snacking on that, and go back to what I really love, where having an evening treat bowl on a night time. I'm really enjoy that, because I've gone a bit like screw with it, and I think I just want a really good week on plan, and I think it'll give me the boost to see a good weight loss. I'd love to see a £4 loss next week. That's what I've set, and that's what I'm aiming for, something like that, and just see how it goes, because I think if you look back on my weeks, I've had £1.5 this week. Last week I lost £1, then I gained £0.5, then I gained £2, and maintained, which is brilliant. So the last like 4 weeks I have had all gains apart from 1 week, and so something has got to change, because it just means that there's silly little habits creeping in, and we're gonna nip them in the bud. So this is all I need to say about my weigh-in update. I hope you have a fabulous week on plan, and I will see how it goes. I'll probably be doing some what I eat in a day, because once I do them, it makes me more accountable for what I actually eat, and it makes me keep on track more. So there will be some videos coming up regarding what I eat, days in the life, etc, etc. So, as always, food optimised, sending huge positive thoughts. Rachel, bye!